like to do? Can you pull some highlights of the ongoing TikTok?
So I do have a few in the doc already. If you scroll up, there's a section called TikTok is our home.
TikTok is our home.
There's a handful of links here with just some stuff I've been seeing getting traction on.
As you
Twitter.
guys know, the CEO of TikTok, TikTok is being heavily considered to be either banned or forced to sell to an American company.
Is my home.
And I am obviously hugely opposed to that, Hassan. The main chief reason, I could go on and on about all these legitimate reasons. The only real reason, of course, is that it would benefit Ryan Kavanaugh, who owns Triller, and we cannot allow that to happen.
Wait, why?
Well, because
why would that benefit him?
When last time TikTok was almost banned, where they stopped the new downloads of the app, people flocked to Triller.
Oh no, we can't let that happen.
That's what I'm saying. This is outrageous.
I don't want TikTok to be sold because I love Xi Jinping.
Right.
And I think he should have access to all the information he wants to see.
Well, anyway, anyway, so he's in front of Congress and he's getting grilled by both Republicans and Democrats. That's not looking good. Ryan Kavanaugh is probably jerking off at home right now, but Brad the only
time that like American Congress will ever get together and do anything bipartisan is like if we can be fueled by xenophobia.
Yeah,
like our desires to make sure.
Let's go to
TikTok.
TikTok, yeah, here it is.
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
What?
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand that.
So if I have a TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
It will have to access the network to get connections to the internet, if that's the question.
Is it possible then that it could access other devices on that home Wi-Fi network?
Congressman, we do not do anything that is beyond any industry norms. I believe the answer to your question is no. It could be technical. Let me get back to you.
Okay, I'd appreciate it if you could answer that.
So I find it fucking interesting that when these boomers, they got their shot in the sun to ask this important guy an important question. There's no intern, there's no young person or nobody reviewing that to be like, dude, this is so dumb. Do not ask him this. Does it access Wi-Fi?
I think the people that they have in their staff are also old. That's the problem. Like,
How
I don't
can
think
that be?
there's, like,
They
a
don't have
young
any
person
interns
that
and
saw
shit?
that.
Guess they don't ask
but
them.
Actually, low key, that's not like the dumbest question. I was ready to make fun of this guy, but it's not the dumbest question because we don't know what level of data apps collect. Right. So it could store like information, like what other devices are connecting to your Wi-Fi. Obviously, it can't like spy on your cameras or anything.
What he's getting at is, does your router? Are you getting information from your router about other devices in the household?
Well, your iPhone is, so that's why I'm saying, like, depending on how much data can any given app collect from your iPhone, they could technically maybe have access to it.
But I believe the way he worded it.
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
I mean, come on.
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand.
That's an insanely dumb
way to word
phrasing.
it. Yeah, I think you might be right about what the intent of the question was, but yeah, asking if the app uses
I think it's
Wi-Fi
not like
is pretty wild.
that. I don't think it's that crazy of a question, actually, surprisingly, because oftentimes it'll be like, it will literally you will have like a demon, okay, who is somehow still alive, even though they're like 800 years old, asking Mark Zuckerberg, like, why won't my grandchildren call me back on Facebook? Like, it's questions like that are like really fucked up.
Okay, well, here's one that
the deadly TikTok challenges is also a real thing, for the record.
Okay,
I can't believe I'm like defending the Congress right now.
Well, that's right. No, you're on the right side of history. We need to ban TikTok immediately.
Deadly TikTok challenges are a real thing. There's
how many people is Ryan Kavanaugh going to hurt if he becomes a successful businessman again? You guys are not considering both sides as short-sighted, okay? Sometimes in life, you choose between two evils and you want to choose the lesser evil, okay? Ryan Kavanaugh could do untold damages to this world if he were to obtain billions of dollars. The last time he had billions of dollars, the fucking L.A. Police had to intervene because he was flying his helicopter into neighborhoods and making all kinds of crazy noise and shit.
Who?
Ryan Kavanaugh.
Wait, really?
When he was on top of the world, the police had to be like, "Yo, stop flying your fucking helicopter in in a residential neighborhood and landing there, idiot."
Right now, there's just this great divide. You know, there's a fight.
I think in Minecraft. I don't have. I know there was a helicopter related.
There was some helicopter.
Yeah, but I
incident.
could. But don't look, check
Don't
back
sue us.
the checks.
Technically,
Check the
they're
facts.
correct on this as well. There is actually a court case, if I'm not mistaken, about TikTok challenge. This is what actually sparked some criticism against TikTok.
Okay, let me watch this.
A bunch of kids
We're
died.
talking about children dying. Do you know how many children have died because of this? Do you have any idea? Can you tell me?
Congressman, again, it's heartbreaking.
Can you tell me how many children in America have died because of challenges like this?
The majority of people who use our platform use it for positive experiences.
That's not what I asked you.
There are
I
some-
asked you, tell me the number of children, of U.S. children who have died because of these challenges.
Congressman, again, the majority of people who come on our platform get a good
I'm
experience.
not talking about the majority of children. I want to know a number.
I want to know how
Dangerous
many
strangers
children
are
have
not allowed
died.
on our platform. If we find them, we will remove them. We take this very seriously.
Obviously,
He
you
said it.
found one today and you removed
Chinese
it. We
man
had to bring
said
it
he
to your
wants to
attention,
remove
and
our
I know
children.
I'm out of time. Thank you for being here. Welcome again.
I do need to disagree with you on this. I don't think that this is it's not really a serious issue, in my opinion. I mean, people do dumb shit.
It's
People,
not.
hold on.
It's not.
Hold on.
Go on.
People do dumb shit on every fucking app. You're not.
100%.
How are you going to hold TikTok accountable? Because there's there's a couple of dumb shits ate a Tide
No,
Pod.
that was the point I was going to make as well, which is that like
stupid.
the argument. This is why I started off the conversation by saying
200 million people use TikTok. Of course, there's going to be two dumb shits that eat a tripod and die.
Okay. That is literally what I was going to say. And then that's why I started the conversation by
You're
saying the
sipping for
only time
Congress,
these
bro.
guys are motivated to do anything is through xenophobia because it's like the China app, right? But like what they are criticizing TikTok for,
oh my God,
they could literally criticize every single application. Every single social media platform has these exact same issues. And I don't even know what the best way to regulate that sort of thing is, if I'm being real. So they're kind of like singling out TikTok for the very same problems that every single application has. Like
Yeah,
as far as
totally.
spying, as far as like all of your data that can be captured on your phone, on your social media platform, every single social media platform could absolutely be hit with that exact same thing. But of course, they have backdoors to the NSA, they have backdoors to the FBI and CIA, so it doesn't matter,
Dude,
right? Because
yeah.
it's us spying on everyone else, so
Although-
it doesn't matter. These are American corporations. When China does it, it's bad. I think it's bad across the board, for the record, if you want to understand what my perspective is. But the reason why they're singling out TikTok for it is because China is doing it. Same thing goes for the content moderation on this platform. Every single US-based social media application has the exact same issues with content moderation, with content regulation, if not worse than TikTok in some respects. But TikTok's getting called out for it because it's a Chinese application. Last but not least, as far as content regulation goes, TikTok's algorithm is out of control, right? It's the worst one out of all of the platforms because it's the most unhinged one, basically.
TikTok?
Yeah.
It's the most unhinged.
It's the most
algorithm.
unhinged
In what
because
way?
it's the most like on steroids as far as like trying to keep you purposely on
You're saying it's the
on
most
the application.
aggressive.
Yeah, which is why the
But it's
most
the nature of the content, I think.
Yeah, which
Because
is-
they're getting new data points so much faster than other ones that they're able to guide you wherever the fuck,
yeah.
It's nature of the beast, I think.
I agree with you. And by the way, Google is also utilizing shorts and very successfully, mind you. But as far as TikTok goes, as far as the content that pops off on TikTok, it is the same problem with like early YouTube. Not early YouTube, but like pre-2016 era YouTube of like white supremacist content, because more radicalizing content is keeping users on the platform for longer. So TikTok or the algorithms are trained to move towards whatever kind of content is like keeping users on the platform. One thing I will say is this. Douyin, which is the Chinese version of TikTok.
Say it again.
Douyin.
Did a little of that inflection on there.
Yeah.
Douyin?
Is owned by the same company, the same Chinese company. that owns TikTok is extremely controlled. Like the information dissemination on that is super controlled, especially for younger populations. What you see is super limited. You know what I mean? So just think about that.
I don't think.
Sorry.
Think about what you're watching. Think about what your kids are watching on TikTok. That kind of commentary, that kind of content would be completely unacceptable in China. So I think the most
China
damaging...
doesn't even fucking allow our social media networks.
They don't
That's
even
what I
allow.
mean.
They don't even allow TikTok.
Yeah, that's
TikTok
what I
is
mean.
banned in
TikTok is a
China.
Chinese company,
I mean,
and there's a Chinese version
yeah.
of TikTok.
I agree. It's stupid as shit for China to call us hypocrite when they don't even allow. But
They don't like
anyway,
YouTube or
I
anything
want
over there.
TikTok. TikTok is my home. Here's the CEO defending TikTok, Hassan.
Ownership is the issue here. With a lot of respect, American social companies don't have a good track record with data privacy and user security. I mean, look at Facebook and Cambridge Analytica.
Yes.
Just one example. So,
Get them.
Really, y'all gonna like start grumbling? Like, how dare?
Oh, you talk shit about
Yeah,
Facebook?
dude.
But it's
Facebook is a
true.
fucking.
Totally
Mark
true.
Zuckerberg is a demon, bro.
As far as we know, Facebook has played a role, like a calculable role in the genocide of Muslims, Rohingya Muslims, right, in Myanmar. Facebook played a role in that.
Yes.
Mark Zuckerberg came out and said, "Oh, sorry, I guess we didn't do enough moderation."
That's what I'm saying.
TikTok-
You had a couple tripods, and now we got to ban TikTok.
TikTok has yet to play a role actively in genocide, other than what genocide, brother?
How
but
do we know?
The only good genocide.
How do we even know that the kids that ate those Tide Pods was not part of a false flag operation?
Yeah, those aren't real kids.
That
You're
ain't-
right. You're right.
Analytica. Just one example. So
I can't
I
believe
do
he-
think that it is not about the ownership. It is a lot about making sure we have Project Texas, making sure that we're protecting and firewalling U.S. user data from unwanted foreign access, giving third parties to come in to have a look at this, and making sure that everybody is comfortable. We're giving transparency and third-party monitoring, and that's what we're doing for.
Yeah, but China definitely can access our info. Like,
I mean, China has.
it's
There was
like,
investigative
come on.
reporting done on this matter where I believe the Chinese government had access or requested access and got access to a journalist's.
right? I remember
a
that.
journalist's like TikTok information. Not entirely certain on who the journalist was or what the
It
motivation
was
there
super
was.
fucked up. It was a journalist was doing reporting on TikTok, saying that the Chinese could access information, and in response, there was some TikTok employees in China who had the master access.
They were
and
like, "Wait, we can?"
They did fucking recon on that journalist. They were accessing her personal information, in I guess, let's say,
Yeah.
in retaliation. And so
Yeah,
they can.
Yeah, I think so. Now they're saying that in an effort to get away from this possible like national ban or whatever, TikTok will, which by the way is unconstitutional for the record. It is.
Data
This would never be allowed if it wasn't a Chinese company. So let's get that
Well,
right.
does China have constitutional rights in America?
No, I'm saying an American, like in the United States of America, I'm a firm believer that like the United States of America and the government should be able to block commerce if a company is behaving in a way that is inconsistent with the principles, right? And by that, I mean, let's say an American company is not paying taxes. Let's say that they want to move to Ireland to utilize it as a tax haven. Okay, you can no longer have access to the American consumer base. You're done. Come back, pay us fucking taxes, or you're done. You're not able to access our market. That's what I think. That's what I believe that they should be doing. But the only time they'll ever do it is for like fucking TikTok, because it's owned by owned by the Chinese government.
This one scary thing I've heard about the privacy and data thing that I think is a total bullshit excuse. The one thing that does scare me, because we've seen this used to great effect already on Facebook, is that they could tweak the algorithm to manipulate people into going down certain rabbit holes,
Yeah.
influencing people.
100
I mean, we've seen that on
million %.
YouTube and we see it on Facebook. So it would be probably not even, it would be easy for them to send people down conspiracy rabbit holes, send people down white nationalist rabbit holes, even to be like pro-China conspiracy rabbit
Fucking
holes.
wish, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's not happening though. And that I wish they would go down that rabbit hole and then pump my shit up. Xi, I'm here for you. Top Xi, I'm here for you. I am your strongest soldier, sir.
Unfortunately, what they would probably do is just stoke racial tensions to sow discord. You know, they do just something just totally awful to make our society crumble. And
I think
which is what we see, you know, on Facebook.
I think even without like openly trying to do anything mischievous like that, they still are doing that by just letting the algorithm run in the way that it's running currently, without even like deliberately directing it to a political ideology. It's still doing
right. Well, we learned when the algorithm just does its job on YouTube, it sends you down fucked up rabbit holes by nature.
Yeah.
Because it keeps you watching.
So,
thank you, Derek Runts, for the Bermuda Boat Fund donation.
It's a unique predicament because, like, I think that TikTok is rotting the minds of Americans. But that brain rot already, like,
nothing to do with the Congress.
I mean, it could. It could.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't think that's. I think that is not government's role to be like, we think this is bad for the youth. I mean, how many times have we heard that in our fucking lifetime?
Right, because you're American.
What are we going to ban rock and roll music if you go back to the 60s?
Yeah, no, I understand that it sets a very un-American precedent. But
it's silly. It doesn't. It's not consistent. It's you know.
It's not.
It's subjective.
It's not. I don't have an issue with like you know, federal government interfering in the in commerce. I think that the reason why they're doing this, however, and the reason why they have like the reason why they can even start this process is because it's a Chinese company. And they want to sell it to an American. They want to sell it to an American corporation. They want to sell it to an American citizen. That's what they want to do. And obviously, the Chinese government doesn't want to do that. Why the fuck would they? You know what I mean? That's like, this is a massively successful corporation that, like you correctly pointed out, could genuinely manipulate the minds of 200 million people or even more globally, right? So,
I mean, it's just the shoes on the other foot, because America has always owned all the most powerful social media companies that are used worldwide, right? And so if anybody knows how that can be abused, it's the U.S. government. And so
no, they want to. They want it.
They want it all.
Yeah, they want it for themselves. They're jealous.
They are jealous, and they should be.
Yeah, TikTok is massively successful.
Hey, maybe our innovation isn't fucking up to snuff. You know, maybe the Chinese did it better, and maybe we need just to step our shit up, invest in education, invest in fucking technologies. You know what I mean? Invest in people.
Or you know, maybe a little bit of information control isn't the worst thing overall, except the government is never going to use that for a good reason. They're going to use it for whatever ideological reasoning they have, which would immediately eviscerate content creators like myself.
I think it's such a bad precedent, though, to start banning Chinese products. Like, you're going to ban TikTok because it's owned by Chinese people, so we can't do business with Chinese? Like, are we going to start, like,
no,
where do we start
impossible.
and stop? I know, but it's like, where do we stop and start using Chinese content then? And then products. And then in China, they're going to be like, okay, you ban TikTok, then, you know, we'll do this. And it's like,
well, to be fair, if it's a tit for tat, they did kind of start it. I mean, like we were saying, like, you can't get on YouTube, you can't get on American social media anywhere in China, right? I mean, I know you can get around it, and that will probably be the case for TikTok too, right? Like,
I don't think Americans are gonna. I mean, would this create like VPN culture in America like it is in other countries? I don't know.
Right.
But did China start it by banning social medias?
Yeah, but that was never even in question.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Like, that was not even a thing. Like, China was always like, nope, no shot. You're not you are not able
Is there
to.
any like big tech companies or anybody that does work in China that does, you know?
They do, but they make their own versions. Like Microsoft,
Yeah.
is big in China
Yeah.
and Windows, but like there's like a Chinese Windows that runs on their computer.
So we just want to do that.
Well, originally that's what it sounded like they were doing. What I haven't seen I haven't seen in any of the clips in this hearing addressing this, but like they worked out a whole deal where they were going to have Oracle, an American
they were
company,
They were
host all
going to
this
use
shit.
data collection. They
Why
were
is that
going
not
to
good
hire
enough?
Oracle to do data collection that was going to be like
I don't know what happened to that.
inaccessible to China. But I don't even believe that. I think China would still be able to
That's
get.
probably.
I mean, maybe that's
data.
it. Maybe they just figured that wouldn't be good enough. But
Don worked out a great deal. What happened?
I think this is a truly unique and very interesting case because, like, not to be centrist on this, and I'm not, but I do see valid arguments on both sides of the conversation.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations where, like, I'm not super firmly
But
committed.
when you consider the Ryan Kavanaugh factor, it obviously tilts.
Yeah,
the
we need to
scale.
have TikTok out there.
That's where I'm at too.
Unless, what if Ryan Kavanaugh bought TikTok too?
Ryan Kavanaugh does not. Ryan Kavanaugh can barely pay his rent, bro. This is his last. This is his Hail Mary. All right, let's see what she has to say. She says, let's see.
TikTok collects nearly every data point imaginable, from people's location to what they type and copy, who they talk to, biometric data, and more.
Biometric?
Even if
Maybe.
they've never been on TikTok,
Fingerprint?
your trackers
Yeah,
are embedded
base.
in sites across the web. TikTok surveils us all. And the Chinese Communist Party is able to use this as a tool
Yeah, she hit the
to
hard
manipulate
D.
America as a whole. We do not trust TikTok will ever embrace American values. Values for freedom, human rights, and innovation.
Wrong. Stop. Pause it. TikTok. Okay. This is like the Dengist attitude. Okay. You're so wrong on this. The reason why TikTok is so successful is because it has embraced American values down to the fucking core, baby. Unfiltered, pure content juice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's precisely why it's successful. That's why they don't allow it in China. So you're wrong about that. It's actually the mirror that is facing back at you that you fucking despise. Let's be fucking real. Oh man, China's never gonna embrace American values. No, they did. They did do that.
That's what you're right. You're dead on.
They absolutely did that.
That's right.
We do not trust TikTok will ever embrace American values. Values for freedom, human rights, and innovation.
Yes. All of our tech companies famously stand for human rights.
Yeah, no, they're just it's more a situation where it's like we're kind of pissed off that you're doing what we do to everybody else. These next couple of decades of multipolarity potentially, fingers crossed, inshallah, will be riddled with China doing America shit, maybe in a less violent way, okay, and then America getting upset that China's doing America shit while they just routinely agitate. Yeah, it's a Spider-Man meme. Pointing the finger at one another. Because, like, this is it. This entire congressional hearing is like, how dare you do America shit? Only we get to do that.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck?
Right.
TikTok has repeatedly chosen the path for more control, more surveillance, and more manipulation. Your platform should be banned.
Shut up. You're such an idiot. That's not the reason why. Everybody does that. I mean, that's fair. Do it to Zuckerberg and get on Zuck about that.
They will never. I'm in favor of more content moderation. I just I don't even care if the government like threatens them for more content moderation and doesn't actually like act out on it. TikTok certainly needs it. Every social media platform certainly needs it, but obviously not at the behest of the capitalist, freakish, imperialist American federal government and like the direction that they choose. These old fucking boomers don't know anything, right? But that's why I say I'm in the middle on this. Like,
That guy's seen better days, man.
That guy in the back, yeah,
This guy had a long
he looks
night.
devastated.
Oh, he must be an attorney, right? For him, that's
That's
looks like Hunter Biden.
Charlie D'Amelio's biggest fan. He's like so
Who is
worried.
he? He is having a hard time.
Like, no, please, Don't let Charlie get off the platform.
Here's a interesting exchange.
The delay in
Many other
deleting
companies
this
have
data
not.
and what we've already established about the ability of the Chinese Communist Party to access personal user data, would you agree that no U.S. government electronic devices should have access to TikTok platform as your lackluster security currently stands?
I disagree with that characterization. Like I
Do you
said,
think
the U.S.
that any individual should be utilizing that on any government platform?
I think the government devices shouldn't have no social media apps, to be honest.
Right.
And
Not targeted to us.
TikTok. Mr. Chu, during this
Right.
hearing, you have
I mean, he's not wrong. Take it on. You know, if it's important, let's just. Why are government devices have any social media on it?
Yeah, I love that. Like,
I mean, he's not
yeah,
wrong.
dude. They literally fucking. They use like a different version of Fitbit. The military secret military bases were unearthed because people were using Fitbits to run while they were running around the base in the mornings. Like the weakest point in every security, the weakest point is always humans. Social engineering is like a big chunk of what hacking actually is nowadays, because human beings are super flawed. It's the easiest way to breach any kind of possibly secure platform.
That's why I don't. Well, these guys have social media on their phones.
Yeah, I mean,
we got to keep the location of this bunker secure.
Yeah. They once even found the nuclear launch codes because people were using the flashcards website.
Oh wow!
To memorize nuclear launch codes. So it was like
they're using flashcards.
Yeah, to memorize nuclear launch codes.
What the fuck?
It was like a nuclear launch base or something in the Netherlands, if I'm not mistaken.
They don't write that down like on a little piece of paper or something. The launch code.
Well, they do, but then they have to, I guess, memorize it. So in order to memorize it, they were putting it on the flashcard website.
That seems insane. That's like really crazy. Like that's just not like, well, you know, that's just not right. That's not the right use for that website.